serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
The radar and the storm team have been active again tonight as Mother Nature is working her way through the Northern Valley. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We begin with the latest on storm warnings.
Let's throw it over to Hutch Johnson right away. Another threatening night for people in parts of our viewing area, Hutch.
Indeed, and as we head into the late hours of the night, it appears that gusty straight-line winds are going to be the primary threat. The hail not reaching the potential that we saw last night for many areas, and that is at least good news. The line stretches from western Roseau County to the southwest to locations in portions of Sheridan County right now. First and foremost, we'll go ahead and let you know that if you're in Roseau, this storm is capable of 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts as it moves off to the east at a good clip of 40 miles per hour. Badger by 10:35, Roseau by 10:46. Again, gusty winds and hail up to an inch. For the Grafton area, a severe line of storms working its way eastward at 35 miles per hour. We'll put it in the Red River Valley near Inkster and Oslo in the upcoming several minutes. That one will be capable of some very gusty winds in excess of 58 miles per hour. Now, as we take a look at the line moving toward Grand Forks, a little more potent wind here with this backward C shape. It stretches all the way down to near Eddy County, and it's moving off to the southeast at 45 miles per hour. It will be near Macville. 10:32. Wind gusts with this storm could exceed 70 miles per hour, and the strongest winds are near Macville now. So that storm you'll need to seek shelter from. Then for our westernmost counties here, Stutzman County, as well as Foster County, a strong line of storms moving in your general direction, capable of 65-mile-per-hour winds and some hail about 1.5 inches. Carrington, 10:49. So that's the very latest on that. Just to let you know, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for most of the Red River Valley until 3 a.m. Mike, it looks like it will be a long night for most of us, or many of us. Again, wind, that main threat.
And Hutch, earlier this evening, you mentioned that the National Weather Service defined a little clearer what happened north of Mountain last night.
Yes, actually, they've been out doing surveys of the damage, and we look for straight line wind damage versus the rotation in the storms. 2 tornadoes. Take a look at this graphic behind me. 527, one did touch down 5 miles north of Mountain, and EF1, 110-mile-per-hour estimated winds. The path width was a half mile at its widest. The second tornado that they found was near Hoople, 617, 100-mile-per-hour winds and a quarter-mile wide tornado. So it's been a destructive couple of days across the Northern Valley for sure.
And the strong winds continue. We'll hear more from you later. Thanks.
The vibe that I got from him, I kept the dog right next to the door the entire time. Like I said, he is not loud.
New developments in a bizarre story that might keep you up at night wondering who might be knocking at your door. Several people contacted us saying a man and woman have been going door to door in Fargo claiming to be with a church. In most cases, it was happening in the late night hours.
Now, the people that we talked to said that they felt uncomfortable and something just wasn't right. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson talked with one woman this evening.
It was around lunchtime in this South Fargo neighborhood. Rachel Smart's doorbell rang twice.
He asked if he could come in and feed me the flesh of Christ and the blood of Christ, and I just said, I think I'm good. And then he asked if he could come in and baptize me, and I said no.
Smart says she talked to the man and woman, both in their early 20s, for about a half an hour. Smart says they asked a lot of questions, and she got an uneasy feeling, holding on to her dog the whole time.
I felt like it was very creepy.
Smart asked the man for his name and number. She passed it along to me, so I called Brother Logan on the phone. He says a group of 35 from Denver just left Fargo after being here for a couple of days. They were in Omaha. He says they were traveling the country trying to spread the word of God and establish a church here in Fargo. Brother Logan admitted to talking with Rachel, but denied knocking on anyone's door late at night, something we learned from talking to Kristen Severson in North Fargo.
I told him it's 2:30 in the morning. Are you people insane?
Severson described the man and woman who came to her door. The description matches the two who paid a visit to Smart's home.
It may not be illegal to do that, but certainly it's not good timing to try to spread that message.
While this kind of solicitation is not against the law, Fargo police say be cautious. They say the people who knock on your door could could be checking who's home and who isn't. For Smart, she thought twice before sharing any personal details.
He kept kind of just creeping a little bit closer, but not close enough where he would get in.
In Fargo, Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
The two people said that they were with the Church of God. We checked with the local Church of God in Fargo. They told us they have nothing to do with this, that they are not affiliated at all. Also, a spokesperson for the Church of God International, which is headquartered in Denver, says that he's not sure if the two people knocking on doors here were working for them, adding that they would put a stop to anyone going door to door, especially late at night.
There's disagreement among Fargo City leaders after FedEx received a 10-year tax break to move to Hector International Airport. The City Commission voted 3-2 at Monday's meeting to give FedEx a tax incentive of $660,000. Mayor Mahoney says the deal was crucial to bringing the company to Fargo, and the taxes from the over 70 employees who will be working there will offset the tax breaks. But Commissioner Tony Gehrig says the company was going to move here anyway, with or without the deal.
My property taxes are $300 higher than they should be based on the incentives we're giving here in the city of Fargo, and that's not including tips.
FedEx expects to have flights starting by early October.
Members of the community filed into the Fargo Theater tonight looking to find out what or if anything has changed since the last Eyes Wide Open forum back in May. Phase 1 answered questions, but tonight Phase 2 needed to answer them all. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons explains.
The community came together like they have before, filling the Fargo Theater to have their concerning questions on the ever-growing heroin, fentanyl, and opiate crisis in our area answered once and for all.
Basically get better information on it so I can help my friends out there or anybody who is suffering from this addiction.
Zach Peta says that before the forum, he didn't understand exactly what fentanyl was and wishes these forums happened sooner because it could have saved the life of one of his friends who struggled with addiction.
He didn't know like the effects was going on. He didn't know what was going to happen if he kept doing what he was doing.
Chris Myers is a U.S. attorney in North Dakota who has seen the impact of the last Eyes Wide Open. He says that after the forum in May, he was given a note with the name of a drug dealer and action was taken.
Just because our office has indicted a number of individuals for trafficking in fentanyl doesn't mean it's over. People are still overdosing.
This problem is not going away, and we need to all care about what's happening in our community relating to the drug crimes.
Police believe a continuous effort in the community is necessary in order to tackle the issue of opiate addiction.
Reduce the availability of prescription medications, know what's going on with your family, and talk with your children.
Law enforcement says the members of the community who came to this forum are a testament to them caring about the opiate crisis. And as long as they continue to come out, they will continue to have forums. In Fargo, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
The next Eyes Wide Open series forum will be entitled Arms Wide Open and is scheduled for September 7th. It's going to address support, treatment, and addiction prevention. Certainly a busy night at the podium for the Republican National Convention delegates in Cleveland. Much of the attention, however, was on Donald Trump's running mate, Mike Pence. The Indiana governor got a chance to speak to the national audience on his own. The goal of Pence's keynote speech tonight was to bring the Republican Party together. Trump's family members listened and applauded as Pence spoke to the crowd. Tomorrow night, it's Donald Trump's turn to formally accept the nomination and speak.
Moorhead City Council member Mike Hewlett says he's not going to run for re-election this fall. His term expires at the end of the year. Hewlett was elected to the council 5 years ago. He tells Valley News Live it's simply time to step aside and make room for others. Hewlett has long been active in civic affairs and also served 2 terms on the Moorhead School Board.
As we all know, the summer heat is here, and it's leaving many people indoors cranking up the air conditioning. Whether it'll be central or wall unit air conditioning, when was the last time you changed your filter on your system? Well, the experts say window or wall AC units can work better if people check their filters and their coils.
Very few people ever think about maintenance on their units. A lot of people think that you slap a unit in there, it's going to run forever, but
another option for people that have window or wall AC units is try a ductless system. Experts say that they're more costly, but they're worth the investment.
The city of Grand Forks wants you to pay extra attention to the weather conditions because its weather siren is not working properly and is being repaired. Crews say those repairs should be done by Friday. They say you should monitor weather conditions through local media outlets and make sure you are signed up for code red weather warning alerts. And of course, you can stay up to date on all the latest weather conditions with our Storm Team weather app. With that app, you can even follow the radar live. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store.